moment. No doubt the butterflies are at their worst, but Danny Blanchflower looks calm enough. So too does Jimmy Walsh. Bobby Smith, the England centre forward, Terry Dyson. Both teams were there yesterday to get the feel of the turf. They weren't allowed to bring the ball onto the pitch, but they were allowed to walk on it and feel it. Second in line in both teams, the goalkeepers, Bill Brown of Spurs on the far side and Gordon Banks, Leicester City. Mr. Kelly, the referee from Chorley, most experienced international referee. Up comes Jimmy Walsh of Leicester City. The quick change then of direction because we switched to our radio camera. That was a pretty neat trap. And so Spurs have the wind behind them in this first half. And unfortunately, the rain is now coming down quite heavily. Spurs will have then the wind and the rain in their backs. Oh, will they? No, Cliff Jones seems to think he's kicking the other way. He went to the wrong side. Now that's Cliff Jones getting it in the right position. And so we're all set for the start of the 1961 Cup Final between Leicester City, who kick off, Leicester in the dark shirts, against Tottenham Hotspur. The big question: can Tottenham Hotspur do what no other club has done this century, win the double? They're already league champions. Can they become cup winners as well? Leicester City, who kick off, say no. Mr. Kelly waits for the signal from the royal box. The signal, the whistle, and the 1961 Cup Final begins. McClintock to Chalmers. And a foul right in the first seconds on McIlmoyle. To take the free kick, right back Chalmers. Now, Jones, great speed rushes. White. Appleton. Up to McIlmoyle. And the throw given to Leicester, taken by McIlmoyle into Walsh. White now to Mackay. White. Dyson, Blanchflower, White, creating space beautifully. And leaving it for Dyson. Spurs already switched their wingman, but Dyson was judging the pace of that ball, which so many players do at Wembley. It's Leicester's throw. Appleton to Keyworth. Blanchflower obviously trying to find Allen. Goal kick. Spurs fans shouted corner, the referee right on the spot. This match is being seen live in 12 European countries. Recordings of it will be sent to many other, and One of the countries to see a recording is the United States of America. White to Jones. Notice Spurs already has switched their wingman. Number 6, Mackay. And now the Spurs fans will get excited because Dave Mackay is an exponent of the long throw-in. Now Mackay. Dyson to White. Chance number 1 goes a-begging. Now the interesting thing to watch for in this game is the way the Spurs players move off the ball. They're always trying to create space for themselves, but Leicester have a very tight marking system, very tenacious wing halves, so it's going to be a real battle of tactics. Now, McIlmoyle, number 9. Norman. Two Normans in this match, remember. The left back of Leicester, Richie Norman. The centre half, Spurs, Morris Norman. And they're no relation. Baker to Morris Norman. Brown, no doubt, glad to have a feel of the ball quite early in the game. Appleton to Riley. Walsh on the right wing. There's Walsh. White to Blanchflower to Mackay. Blanchflower, Mackay firm at work. White. Jones. Now it's Walsh. Forward to Appleton. Now to McIlmoyle. Here comes Cheeseborough. Baker. Baker to Jones. Tackle by Richie Norman. Up now to Appleton. Kilmoyle back to Appleton. Kilmoyle in the game a lot. Cheeseborough. Cheeseborough making the mistake of taking the ball too close to the back when Kilmoyle created an opening for himself. Got away from Morris Norman. 5 minutes gone, no score. Baker. Kiwo. Blanchflower to White. Neat interception by Richie Norman. White once again doing quite a bit of work in this Tottenham defence at the moment. Clinton to Walsh. Now McIlmoyle. And that's the corner. And Cheeseborough with the corner for Leicester. Remember the wind blowing the ball away from the goal. Notice Brown with gloves on. Lovely clearance to Jones. Smith on his right. There's Smith. Allen coming in from the left wing. That's the sort of quick breakaway at which Spurs are past masters, using the speed of Jones. He's regarded now as one of the most dangerous wingmen in the whole of Europe. White to Jones to White. And McClintock coming in quickly. Appleton. Kilmoyle. Kilmoyle coming away a lot from Morris Norman. There he is on the left wing. Richie Norman. White. Blanchflower. White. Jones. White moving beautifully. Instead, Allen. Appeal for hands, but of course the ball struck the player. There was no intention to handle the ball at all. Now McKilmoyle. To Riley, who is stripped by Baker. The linesman is flagged. And the referee has blown. Free kick to Leicester City. Interesting to see the way young McKilmoyle is playing. He's coming very deep, right away from Morris Norman. Very intelligent player indeed. Free kick to Leicester, taken by Richie Norman. McKilmoyle. Number 5 is King. Richie Norman, King. Appleton. It's now Jones to Blanchflower. Away comes to Riley. Beautiful pass to Walsh. No one in the middle yet. And the referee has given a free kick. A trip by Mackay. A late tackle. Quite a divot. Mr. Kelly, obviously, very keen golfer, replacing divots so carefully. Riley with a free kick for Leicester. It's Allen to White, and it's King who gives away the throw-in. Ten minutes gone, no score in the 1961 Cup final. It's a bad clearance. Dyson to Blanchflower, up to White. Smith going through the middle. Lovely tackle by King. Now, Keywell. That is young McKilmoyle again. Up to Riley. McKilmoyle moving forward toward the right wing. Is Henry to Allen. To Dyson, number 11. White. Jones moving into the middle. Now Smith. Dyson. Jones. Smith. Leicester covering very, very well indeed. Allen. Blanchflower. Chalmers, there's Smith. And that was first shoulder charge. Now Cheeseborough to McKilmoyle. Neither side really judged the pace of the turf yet. Blanchflower to Jones. Oh, beautiful body swerve. McClintock getting it to Cheeseborough. Leicester out to Riley. Oh, in comes McKilmoyle. Obviously misjudged the pace of the ball then as it came quickly off the turf. Didn't know whether to use his right foot or his left foot. Goal kick to Spurs. Appleton to Riley. Blanchflower to White. Now Allen's moving over towards the left wing. There's Allen. Out of play. Up goes the flag. Allen back to Henry. Keyworth. Riley. And Appleton racing 15 yards brilliantly for that. That was a perfect example of how to play off the ball. Appleton saw Riley with it and suddenly raced a good 15 yards to get into free space. We heard a lot about open spaces, but they never just occur. The players have to create them themselves. King to Cheeseborough. Richie Norman across to McClintock. Norman, who for once followed McClintock. Up comes King to McIlmoyle. Keyworth. Appleton. Kilmoyle. And it's Mackay to Blanchflower to Allen. Smith looks offside if it went through to him. Throw to Spurs. It's Baker. White. Jones. Blanchflower moving up. There's Blanchflower. Smith on the right wing. Feel by everyone, but Spurs get the throw. Quarter of an hour gone. Still no score. Baker. Here comes Jones. And Jones has got it in the chest from Walsh quite accidentally. Now McIlmoyle. Riley on the right wing. No support for McIlmoyle then. And the referee is stopping the game so that the trainer can come on and have a look at Cliff Jones. Fortunately, the ball bounced awkwardly and he got Jimmy Walsh's boot right in the chest. Well, I certainly wouldn't like a cold sponge on my bare chest in this weather with a cold wind blowing right down from our right. So the game restarts with a dropped ball, player from each side. Now it's White. Richie Norman. That's Appleton. Cheeseborough to McIlmoyle. Lovely pass to Keyworth. Now McIlmoyle once again. Real terrier for work. McClintock to Riley. McIlmoyle. It's up down to number 8, Walsh. Well, it was Baker who's hurt, getting that ball clear. So the Spurs trainer being a very hard-worked man at the moment. But certainly if Baker hadn't risked life and limb, Spurs would have been 1-0 down. It's Henry just going to have a look to see what the trouble is. Now, Spurs are the 4th Football League champions since the turn of the century to come here as champions. The other 3 were all beaten: Sunderland, Newcastle United and Manchester United. And all 3 were beaten by Aston Villa. Well, Spurs have already knocked Aston Villa out of the cup, so we'll have to wait until 20-5 at the earliest to see whether Spurs can break this hoodoo that always hangs over league champions when they play in a cup final. Anyway, Baker's all right again, so once again a dropped ball. Now, McClintock, side to Chalmers, who's gone down and he's hurt. A tackle with Allen. McClintock rolling in agony, but it's Jones with it. Across to Allen, who's got a chance. Smith's waiting for it if he can only screw the ball back. And Keyworth sensibly putting that ball deliberately out of play, and it looks to me as if Len Chalmers is really badly hurt. He's writhing in agony. Well, let's hope that this terrible Wembley hoodoo isn't going to be with us again. We've been playing now for under 20 minutes. Then Chalmers is as tough as they come, but he's certainly feeling this one. It looks to be the knee or just below the knee. Standing up, the Leicester trainer Alex Dowdles, well known as the Scottish international trainer, was for many seasons with Celtic. Now, Wally Barnes is down there with our radio camera. I wonder whether he can give us any information as to the extent of this injury.
Well, it would appear the 2 trainers are on there with him now, and they're tapping his shin bone. There was a tremendous crack when he went down, and I'm wondering if it might be a suspect break. They're putting some type of ointment on there to probably keep it warm whilst they've got the stocking down from the leg and keeping it warm so that if he does get up and dry.
Back of the goals, if you please. I just had a complaint from the stadium. Would you go back, please?
Well, let's hope that Wally Barnes' rather pessimistic forecast is incorrect. But it certainly does not look very healthy from here. The one redeeming feature is that so far the stretcher hasn't been called on. And it looks as if Len Chalmers is going to get up. Well, thank you, Wally Barnes, for running a good 75 yards to get that information. And Len Chalmers, I should think, will certainly play it outside right. Jimmy Walsh now reorganizing his defense. No, I think he's bound to go. He's refusing to go off. But Alex Dowdles pleading with him to go off, but he won't. He must be in terrible pain. So back to the game now. Now it's Mackay to Blanchflower. And the goal kick to Leicester City. And it looks as if we can say that Leicester now have 10 men unless Chalmers makes a miraculous recovery. That's a foul by Dyson, blocking McClintock. Free kick to Leicester, taken by McClintock, who's now the emergency right back. And a foul, elbowing Bobby Smith's back. Free kick to Spurs, and Chalmers is going way over to the far side to be outside left. It's played over 20 minutes, no score as Blanchflower takes the free kick. And a foul by Allen, this time on Appleton. Well, getting a whole series of fouls which one doesn't expect from two such very fine teams as Leicester City and Tottenham Hotspur. That's Baker, Cheeseborough coming in to challenge because Chalmers can hardly walk. Blanchflower with the throw to Jones. Blanchflower. But it's emergency wing halfback Walsh. Forward to Cheeseborough. Riley. Beautiful pass. Absolutely tailor-made. McClintock moving to the right wing. Cheeseborough, and it's Norman, and now Mackay. Henry. Blanchflower. White. One's not getting through. It's Appleton. Now Henry. White to Blanchflower. These two, I think, used telepathy. Now Smith. Dyson and White in the middle. Jones on his right. And here's McIlmoyle, the centre forward. Cheeseborough to McIlmoyle. Now there's Chalmers. Well, you see how really useless Chalmers is, brave as he is for sticking on. There's Dyson. Smith in the middle, Allen in the middle, so's Jones. And so's King. Blanchflower to Mackay. Once again, it's King out now to Appleton. Riley. Appleton. And Cheeseborough having switched over this right wing. Corner. The referee has given the corner. That was a decision that surprised the crowd, but Mr. Kelly is a first-class referee, much nearer than any of us. Riley with the corner for Spurs, for Leicester. Obviously misjudged the force of the wind with that one. 25 minutes gone, no score. Leicester virtually reduced to 10 men with their right back Chalmers now hobbling very painfully on the left wing. To McClintock. Now Jones. Blanchflower, find White. Jones on the left wing, trying to cut in. Well, I should imagine we're going to see the cameraman moved well back. No, the referee taking no action. They are actually on the line, which is painted behind the goal line. Mackay. A pretty neat save by that Shropshire youngster. That's Walsh, who's moved up to the forward line and left Keyworth to a hang back. Kilboyle, really astute pass. That's Henry. Oh, White. And a beautiful spot of free space to Smith. Allen just inside. There's Allen onside. And Richie Norman almost an own goal. Could well have been caught on the wrong foot. And now we're going to see the short Spurs corner. White and Blanchflower. Yes. White. No. King to McClintock. There's Blanchflower. White. And another corner. White, a superb player. Well, that's Colin Appleton going to suffer from a pretty hefty headache, I should think. And once again, Alex Dowdles comes racing across the pitch. Well, this really is a case of just for the magic sponge of ice-cold water. All right again. Another short corner. Oh, a beautiful one from Blanchflower to White. That was a typical Spurs prepared play. Now it's Riley. Blanchflower into Jones. Pass to Dyson might have been the means of bringing a better ending for Tottenham. Tottenham certainly had the advantage now. They've always got the extra man, with Leicester being one short. Well, they've got him on the field, but he's no more than a helpless vessel. Walsh out to Riley. Kilboyle. Oh, beautiful pass to Riley. To Walsh. Cheesebrough. Now Kilboyle. A certain amount of indecision in that Leicester attack then. Still in play. The linesman shaking his head. To Keyworth. Walsh, but Norman. Supremely confident. Smith to Dyson. Allen coming onto the left wing. There's Allen, number 10. Now White come over to join him, hanging back, calling for the ball. He was leaving up off Appleton. 15 minutes, not counting injury time, of course, to go before half-time. No score. Throw, which is as good as a free kick in that position. In fact, it is a free kick, isn't it? No, it isn't. Yes. Yes, it is a free kick. Going to be taken by Mackay. Well, a throw or a kick from that position doesn't matter to Dave Mackay. Remarkable how Cliff Jones, a very slight player, very small player too, how he can get up to such heights when the ball comes across. He scored many a goal this season with his head. The rain, I think, seems to have stopped now. Walsh. So to for Spurs. All the Leicester attacks, of course, have to be down this right wing because they just don't possess a left wing now. Notice then Mackay calling his players to come close to him. Everyone gets a long way away from Mackay when he's taking a throw in. Clintock to Appleton. Keyworth to Riley. Free kick, a foul by Blanchflower. Not going in shoulder to shoulder. And Norman to Riley. To the great link man, White. Jones to Blanchflower to Jones, and Jones has got time to work up his speed now. Allen, a beautiful one to Dyson. Now it's out from Keyworth to Riley, into Appleton. Blanchflower moving quickly to that one, to Jones, to Dyson. It's Allen going behind him. Kick. Bobby Smith putting his feet up from behind. Free kick to Leicester, up to Keyworth, and it's Keyworth now who's the emergency wing half-back for Leicester. Riley, McIlmoyle has gone on the right wing. It's McIlmoyle. Oh, out to the injured Chalmers. Now it's Baker. Waiting for his men to move into position, and he finds Mackay. Dyson to Mackay, and there's White just past the centre spot. Richie Norman. Neat pass inside from Chalmers to McIlmoyle. Gilmore just took it a little too far that time. Certainly he's trying extremely hard to justify his selection. It's Keyworth. By Henry. Smith to White. Allen over on the right if he wants to pass. And a goal kick. Spurs certainly looking dangerous in these quick breakaways, but they haven't taken command of the game as they have done so many games this season. Certainly Leicester not allowing them to, and only 10 minutes left before half-time. No score. Now it's Walsh. Chalmers. He's got to get close to him, as McIlmoyle did. And to Riley. Now Baker to Jones. Speed of this man is fantastic. And to Dyson. Smith. Allen. Jones all in the middle, and so's Banks. Banks now to Cheeseborough. McIlmoyle. Beautiful recovery by Henry. Dyson. Nobody following up, so it's McClintock to McIlmoyle. Cheeseborough. Now Allen. Fortunately for Spurs, Blanchflower there. Mind you, it's a good thing to watch with both these teams. Whenever they can, they always have a man in reserve, a man backing up the man in possession. When a man goes into the tackle, there's always a man in reserve. Jones. It's Allen on the right wing. White coming close to him. There's White. Certainly, there's nothing in the Tottenham finishing to suggest that they're league champions so far. In fact, both defences have been so much on top, containing the forward lines, that neither goalkeeper has been troubled. And we've been playing now for 36 minutes. That's White. To Blanchard. Beautifully controlled pass. To Jones. And it's McClintock getting it clear. And again, the appeal for hands, but it must be intentional hands. And that certainly wasn't. Riley to Cheeseborough. To Riley. That could have been a nasty ball with the wind curling it away from Brown. That's Allen to White. It's Dyson inside. Back to White. And Appleton getting it clear. Now Walsh to Riley. It's out of play. Henry with the throw to Mackay. Number 10, Allen. White. And he always does something useful with the ball, White. A beautiful player. Blanchard. Allen. Coming in for the right wing is Dyson. And it's a goal by Jones. He's offside. He is offside. He is offside. The linesman right on the goal line, flagged immediately. Very prompt decision. No goal. So it's out to Riley. Now Cheeseborough. Kilmoyle, he never reached that. Well, the crowd really buzzing at that decision. Most of the Tottenham supporters are at the other end, the goal that Tottenham are defending now. So not counting injury time, we've got 5 minutes to go before half-time. No score. Now, Keeper cutting that off very well, because there's White on the left, who's going straight down the middle. Cheeseborough. Walsh. Cheeseborough. Keeper. Chalmers. This is certainly where Leicester are missing Chalmers, missing that extra man. See Chalmers how badly he's limping, number 2. McClintock to Cheeseborough. Jones to Henry, waiting for the return. Dyson coming on the left wing. 2 wingmen together on one side of the field. White calling for the ball inside. He's absolutely unmarked. Appleton getting it out to Cheeseborough. Cheeseborough to Riley. Kilmoyle, he's back working in defence, but he's always up there when there's half a chance of a goal. Free kick given to Spurs. Late tackle by Cheeseborough. Norman across to Henry, to Blanchard. Allen. Richie Norman coming right across to stop any danger. Kai to Henry. White. Notice how White always gets away from a defender. Beautiful pass to Allen, number 10. Here's McIlmoyle, the centre forward. Appleton. Beautiful ball up to Walsh. Riley, number 7. Walsh calling for it back. Cheesebro and McIlmoyle are both in the middle. Delighted Spurs fans at that tackle. Riley with a throw for Leicester. Baker, number 2. Keyworth with the throw for Leicester. Cheesebro. Up to the injured Chalmers, teeing it up for Keyworth. White once again having created the open space for himself. Allen on his left. There's Allen, number 10. In comes Jones. Well, I should have imagined that Jones could have met that fair and square if Bobby Smith hadn't touched him. But how was Smith to know that Jones was coming up behind him? It's Keyworth for Leicester. Pass to Cheesebro. Riley. Henry playing a splendid game. Dyson. Smith. Comes White. And White is offside. Linesman is Mr. New of Hampshire. He was the man who flagged to disallow the goal that Jones got into the net. This is White covering any back pass to the goalkeeper. McIlmoyle. Oh, we're now playing the time added on for injuries. It's White, number 8. And it's up to Walsh. Chalmers can make no move at all to go and get it, so it's Baker to Allen. White to Allen. And Keyworth gives away a corner. So far we haven't seen Maurice Norman go up into the Leicester penalty area when Spurs have got a corner. He's still staying back for this one. Once again, there's going to be the short one. Danny Blanchard, no doubt, going to put up his 10 fingers in a moment to show number 8 Walsh that it's 10 yards he wants. Back to Baker. Goal kick. McClintock. Riley. Cheesebro coming onto the right wing. McClintock for the square one. That's Cheesebro. Into Walsh. Kilmoyle there with him, but he's got to turn around, teeing it up for Riley. Goal kick. Had a couple of minutes at the time added on for injuries. One thing you've got to be, if you want to be a ball boy at Wembley, you've got to be very agile. Get over the barriers separating the football pitch from the greyhound track. That's Kilmoyle. Cheeseborough, Walsh on his right. And it's now Riley. Walsh trying to make ground very quickly. Norman coming across. Throw in. It's Dyson. To Allen. Smith trying to get away from King, his shadow. And the whistle goes for half-time with the score in the 1961 Cup Final. Leicester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. There's the Tottenham team. The Leicester players are at full strength. Yes, Chalmers is out, but I say full strength, he's limping terribly badly. So now in the second half, the wind will be behind Leicester. As the players,
well, Chalmers has got a very 4-inch bruise on his shin bone, and that's not the only trouble. He's got a very badly damaged knee as well, and in fact the club doctor thinks he has a slight suspect fracture at the top of the knee, but only this is a very suspect.
So the second half just begun. No score, remember. Now it's Richie Norman. And up comes the poor Chalmers. Well, he got his pass through to number 11, Cheeseborough. Here comes McClintock. Riley. Blanchflower. Henry, who's played so superbly for Spurs this afternoon. Now it's Riley. Again, it's Henry doing the intercepting. McKilmoyle. Now across to Cheeseborough. Through to McKilmoyle. And it's a corner. Well, that sharp thrust almost caught Spurs napping, and listen to the Leicester fans. And up into the penalty area is coming the tall Leicester centre-half, Ian King. There he is, number 5. Little White is trying to mark him. Bobby Smith has come back to help the Spurs defence. Norman to Jones. Free kick to Spurs. King caught by the speed of Jones, tripping Jones that time. Baker with a free kick. Blanchflower to Jones, number 7. Oh, and now Riley. 1, 2, 3 Leicester men against 3 outfield defenders of Spurs. And Ron Henry, indisputably the star of this Tottenham side, coming away now. Up to Smith. To White. And very rarely do we see Johnny White caught out like that. Keyworth. That's Dyson to Smith. And the foul. Foul by King. And it's the turn of the Tottenham fans to roar. Everyone has come back to pack the Leicester goal, with the exception of centre forward McIlmoyle. That's Baker and Richie Norman. Chalmers being helped up by Appleton, but not very well. It's Richie Norman now out to Walsh. Cheeseman going away down the left wing. Kilmoyle to Appleton. Kilmoyle. And Blanchflower covering very well, and then tripped from behind by Walsh. This is certainly a very brave effort by Leicester City. That's Mackay. Jones. Oh, Spurs forward line in the middle. It was obviously meant for a short one to White, and then the quick return for Jones to have a shot. Keyworth to McClintock. Once again, the majestic Henry to Mackay. Allen. Smith waiting in the middle. Beautifully timed tackle by Keyworth. Corner to Spurs. Rather a tragedy for Leicester to have Keyworth playing wing half-back. He's such an expert goal snatcher. He's a bit lost to the forwards. Now I notice Maurice Norman has come up into the penalty area. Mackay. Thanks out to Riley. 5 minutes of the second half gone. No score. McIlmoyle. Find Riley. Now Walsh to McIlmoyle, but the whistle's gone for a free kick, an indirect free kick. An indirect free kick for obstruction on Walsh. Dyson in the white shirt directing operation, and to take it is Riley. Kilmoyle, and the goal kick to Spurs. Walsh riding that tackle beautifully. And Norman to Dyson. Spurs throw. Allen back to Henry. Now Mackay. Dyson. White. Dyson, then moves Jones. He used his arm. Free kick to Leicester. Riley. Now McIlmoyle. Riley, the only Leicester-born player on the Leicester side, with the throw. White up to Dyson. The throw is Spurs. Kai into White. Right. Number 8, Walsh. To McClintock. Riley to McClintock. And once again, Henry, the master of the interception. He's got wonderful anticipation. White. Dyson. Richie Norman, number 3. Appleton to Cheeseborough. To Walsh. To Cheeseborough. And Cheeseborough almost rugby tackled out of that one. The offender, Peter Baker. So the free kick for Leicester being taken by the left half-back, Appleton. Smith, not seen much of Smith. He's got no change out of King at all in this match. There's King. Now Mackay. Dyson. That's a foul by Keyworth. Blanchflower with a free kick to Mackay. Appleton. Superb Leicester defence. That's Appleton again. Moving it forward for Walsh. McIlmoyle going quickly down the middle. And Norman hadn't been there to stop it. McIlmoyle would have been straight through. Very quick thinking by this young centre forward. Now Jones. And the linesman is flagging. Keyworth using his elbows on Cliff Jones, so it's a free kick, which Blanchflower is coming across to take. Just over 10 minutes of the second half gone, no score. Blanchflower with the free kick. And Allen. Well, that was a wonderful chance of getting a cup winner's medal in your pocket. Now Blanchflower, beaten by McIlmoyle. McIlmoyle to Keyworth, now to McClintock. Riley. Beautiful pass to Keyworth. Again, you notice the anticipation of McIlmoyle, makes ground very quickly down the middle. Now Jones. Allen teeing it up for White. In comes Dyson. Well, now Spurs beginning to hit them in the second half. And it's now Leicester. Riley out to skipper Walsh. Appleton. That's Baker. Blanchflower. But now McIlmoyle. There's Cheeseborough going in front of him to Walsh. And the strong man Mackay coming clear. Up to Jones. And that's the foul. Jones nudged from behind by McClintock. And when Jones is at top speed, he only needs a little touch and down he goes. Blanchflower to Mackay with the free kick. Did he touch it? No. The linesman says no, so it's a goal kick with no score. Gordon Banks, the Leicester City goalkeeper, also an England under-23 international, as indeed is the Leicester outside right, Howard Riley. Norman not too certain with that one. And Baker and Blanchflower coming to support him. Support not needed because White's in some open space into Jones. And a late tackle by Appleton, bringing down Jones. Free kick to Spurs. Baker up to Blanchflower. Baker White coming onto the right wing. So Allen coming close. There's Allen. Into Jones. Smith. And McClintock saving it. And now Jones to number 8 White. Keyworth. To Chalmers. Walsh calling for a short one. That's Baker to White. White again. That's Appleton. Now McClintock to Riley. The linesman has flagged for a throw-in, but I suspect the referee has given a free kick to Leicester, tripped by Henry on Riley. McClintock to Riley with a free kick. And it's Dyson to Mackay. 15 minutes of the second half gone, no score. So we're half an hour, just 30 minutes away from extra time. Now Appleton to Walsh. Goal kick. Because the longer the game goes, the more Spurs will feel the advantage, because the Leicester players have got to do so much more running about with only 10 fit men. Cheeseborough. Kilmoyle there with it. To Chalmers getting into the act. Back now to Richie Norman. Morris Norman up to Mackay. Now Smith. King and Smith deciding to lie deep. Strange for him. Throw to Spurs. Blanchflower moving forward very cleverly. Dyson and McClintock. McClintock out to Cheeseborough. Now to Riley. Walsh. Leicester, of course, trying to slow the game down a bit. Spurs trying to speed it up. The faster it is, the better it will be for Spurs. The worse for the handicapped Leicester. Dyson to Allen. Dyson. Back to Blanchflower. Now to number 10, Allen. Appleton. Now Cheeseborough beating Blanchflower, getting into McKilmoyle. Walsh. Henry. To White. That's Jones. The referee right on the spot says that was a dive, it wasn't a trip. Now it's Henry deciding to come up and show his forwards how to do it. Dyson. Smith. Well, it's McClintock who finished up in the back of the net. Not the ball, so it's a goal kick to Leicester City. McClintock, I think, banged himself against the upright, limping, but he's all right. 20 minutes of the second half gone. No score. Now Cheeseborough. Throw given to Leicester by the linesman, but correctly to Spurs by the referee. The linesman, of course, couldn't see that it came off Cheeseborough. Now it's McKilmoyle. Hurried and harried there by Henry. Forced into a hurried shot, so it's a goal kick to Spurs. Spurs, of course, looking as if they're a bit worried about this double. They're certainly not playing as confidently as they did in so many league matches. After all, they are virtually playing against 10 men, but Leicester fighting magnificently. Now it's Richie Norman. Blanchflower. To Smith, number 9. McClintock to Riley. Cheeseborough going onto the right wing. Riley cutting inside for the first time. Almost catching Brown in 2 minds. And the crowd certainly warming to this brilliant fight by Leicester, whose defence won't be drawn out of position by these ever-switching Tottenham forwards. King. Blanchflower, forward to White, back to Blanchflower. Now to White again. These two play so much together, have a wonderful understanding. Banks out to Riley. That is the game slowed down now to conserve the Leicester energy. Push by Jones, right in the back of Riley, free kick to Leicester. Now it's Keyworth. Smith to Jones. White being covered by King. And a throw to Leicester. McClintock into Appleton. McKilmoyle very sensibly coming back about 15 yards. Dyson to Jones. It's out now to White. Smith is in the middle of the ball, comes across. It's Smith. There's Dyson. And no wonder the Tottenham players hold their heads in their hands. Well, that was one time, one of the few times that Spurs have been able to open up this brilliant Leicester defence. You heard so much about the Leicester wing half-backs and the centre-half. Even though the teams had to be disarranged, they played magnificently. Now it's White to Smith, across to Jones, now to Dyson. It's Allen. Dyson back there calling for it. Smith, he took that magnificently. A great goal, a beautiful goal. Bobby Smith has put Spurs into the lead. There's Bobby Smith, England's centre forward, the man who scored in every international he's played, number 9, putting Spurs in the lead, and that could well be it, because Leicester are really up against it now. It's Appleton. Kilmore to White to Smith, who's now the hero of the hour. Throw to Leicester. Chalmers into Kilmoyle. Doubles beginning to look a reality now. Spurs 1-0 in the lead. Just 20 minutes they've got to hold on now. And it's Jones, White on the right wing. And that's a measure of Tottenham's understanding. White to Blanchard. Now to Baker. Riley into Cheeseborough. Now Riley, has he got the speed? Corner. Leicester, of course, have got to face the fact that Spurs must do most of the attacking. After all, 11 men against 10. Leicester have to rely on a quick breakaway to try and find a gap in the Spurs defence and go through to get this equaliser. Very difficult job. Now King has gone up. Number 5, the tall centre-half, as Riley takes the corner. Free kick. Charge on the goalkeeper before he got the ball. Some of the Spurs supporters have now decided the game is all over because they've started to sing quite happily. The cup is going to Tottenham. Foul on White. These Leicester defenders now must be absolutely leg weary. It's Henry to take the free kick. Shoulder charge by Mackay. That's Maurice Norman to Blanchard. To Mackay. Spurs beginning to play with their usual confidence now. Blanchard. Allen. Spurs doing that in the passing, giving in the same position, but trying to draw a defender. That's the object of it all. Try and create an opening. Throw to Leicester. Leicester into Appleton. Now to Walsh. Stripped by Baker. Now, don't tell me Walsh is hurt. He's lying down holding his leg. Oh, the 29-year-old Scott, who's skipper of Leicester. Now, I wonder what all that is that they found on the pitch. Oh. Anyway, whatever it is, Alex Dowdles, the Leicester trainer, has got it, as Richie Norman, the Leicester left-back, takes the free kick. In comes McClintock. Well, certainly the Leicester City supporters way over to our left, not disheartened or downhearted at all. And whatever the result of this match, they've no cause to be downhearted about the display of their team this afternoon. Up against teams such as Spurs, they fought magnificently under an appalling disadvantage. Here's the disadvantage. Poor old Chalmers. Now it's Jones, Spurs. White calling for it. Smith on the right. There's Smith. And he wins a corner. This one doesn't look as if it's going to be a short corner. Dyson going to take it. The wind, remember, blowing the ball away from the goal. No, it is going to be the short corner. Blanchflower going over. Take it too far. And Chalmers is now crawling almost on hands and knees. He's collapsed down again. I don't think he could even get up to get off the field, but he has got up. Well, there's Chalmers, number 2. What a brave fellow he's been this afternoon. Leicester's throw. Now Mackay. Throw to Leicester City. He's got to go back. Spurs, of course, unbeaten in cup finals. They won in 1901, won in 1921. Of course, their supporters say they were due to win in 1941 when there was no competition. And now another 20 years, 1961. There's King. King to Richie Norman. There's Chalmers. Now it's Smith inside to White, and out of Smith, number 9. In comes Dyson, he scored! And it's wonderful to see the police leap up and face the crowd as the ball goes into the net. 14 minutes left to play, and it now must all be over. Surely Spurs now 2 up, as you see, after 76 minutes. Just cannot lose this lead against 10 men. And the tragedy of that goal, it was almost made for them by Chalmers, who just couldn't get the ball away, and that put Spurs on the attack. And so that elusive double now appears to have been done. Spurs, the league champions, appear now to be cup winners as well. Fantastic performance. Now it's Blanchflower with White. Keyworth up to Walsh. Now Mackay to Henry. Mackay. Oh, down to Kilmoyle. Forward to Walsh, but it's Norman. Norman deciding to join in the fun. Dyson. It's Norman still moving up with the attack. And foul by Allen, pushing Keyworth in the bag. Now it's Walsh. Norman, splendid centre half. Blanchard of White to Jones. White, Jones now on that right wing. No, Allen rather. White to Blanchard. Free kick, obstruction. Now Tottenham play the relaxed, controlled football that any team can play when they're on top. And it's Blanchard. Goal kick. Henry to Mackay. White. Mackay. And Mackay is fouled, so it's free kick to Spurs. We're just 10 minutes away from the end of this match. Spurs 2-0 in the lead. So it looks as if the League and Cup double has at long last been accomplished. The first time in modern history. First time since 1897. Now it's Smith. Dyson there. The flag's gone for offside against White. Free kick to Leicester. And I think Chalmers is going to go off the field. I'm not certain. They're trying to attract the referee's attention, and Chalmers, who's played such a brave part in Leicester's fight, now going to the dressing room. Must be a very sad man, Len Chalmers, getting deserved applause from all the 100,000 here. Let's hope he's able to come back and get the medal he so richly deserves. Throw to Leicester. Appleton, back to Richie Norman. All the noise you can hear now coming from the Spurs fans. Number 11, Cheeseborough. Keyworth to Riley. Spurs throw. Keyworth. Walsh. Leicester throwing everything into attack now. Riley. And it was Mackay who came in with that quick tackle. Now Jones. Fouled a couple of times by Cheeseborough. Tripped behind. Free kick to Spurs. That's Jones. McClintock to Walsh. To McClintock. Up to Riley. And Mackay quickly into the tackle. Now everything up in attack for Leicester, so Spurs can break away 4 forwards against 3 defenders. It's Allen. Cross to Jones. Dyson on the right. There's Dyson. Now McClintock. Number 9, McIlmoyle. To McClintock. Leicester certainly run themselves into the ground in a gallant effort. When we remember in history the wonderful record of Spurs in winning this cup and league double, I'm sure everyone will remember the magnificence of their very gallant opponents here at Wembley this afternoon. It's Smith. Oh, beautiful pass to Allen. Nice on his right. Jones in the centre-forward position, but offside. So Allen had to go through himself. It's up to Cheese. Allen to White. To Kai. To White. Spurs, you notice, getting Leicester to chase now. Now it's the real chaser, Cliff Jones. Very rightly, Mr. Kelly is saying a goal kick. He knows all about these speedy wingmen to go flying through the air as the result of a perfectly fair tackle. Smith back to Blanchflower. Smith, White calling for it. It's White. Beauty. Appleton getting it out to Cheeseborough. It's 5 minutes left. 5 minutes away from the history-making Cup and League double. 5 minutes away from a fitting climax to a magnificent season by Tottenham Hotspur. Blanchflower caught offside. That's it with just 300 seconds to go. And what a burst of cheering there'll be when Tottenham, the team of the season, do what no other club has done since 1897, when, of course, the double wasn't anything like as tough a proposition as it is today. McIlmoyle to McClintock. Riley beginning to cut inside. It's Riley. Out of play as the flag throw to Leicester City. It's Leicester's second appearance at Wembley, and it looks like their second defeat. And the applause which has broken out is for the Mexican team, which is just leaving. The team that will play England here next Wednesday, just leaving their seats and making their way to the exit, and the crowd sportingly applauding them. Keyworth to Walsh. Three minutes left. So even with a full team, one could never expect Leicester City to get 2 goals in 3 minutes. But now here's McClintock, and Norman is flat out. My goodness, he isn't. He's on his feet. Now Keyworth, and goal kick to Spurs, and Norman's just wandering around as if he'd had an argument with Floyd Patterson, but he's still fit enough, I should think, to keep on his feet for the next 2.5 minutes, which will mean a cup winner's medal for him. Now it's Jones. Out to number 10, Allen. And these Leicester defenders still fighting away as if they were in the lead, not Tottenham. Here's King. Centre half. Leicester throwing everything into it to try and get a goal. McIlmoyle. At the goal kick. very tired 10 players, but Gilmore, the Leicester players, but the crowd sportingly applauding them. Certainly it's, although no one can say that Spurs don't deserve to win the cup, everyone will have to recognise what a wonderful effort Leicester City have put up this afternoon. Most people said they had no chance before they started, but then to reduce to 10 fit men, but still hold out until the 67th minute. It's been a magnificent performance. Thanks. Smith to Jones. White's on the right wing. White, number 8. Smith. Out to Dyson. Henry. We're in the last minute now. Spurs 2-0 in the lead. Got 1.5 hands on the cup, so to speak. It'll be interesting to see the sort of fantastic scenes they're going to witness at Wembley when the whistle goes in about 30 seconds from now. With everyone wishing to pay tribute to this wonderful side which has done so much for English football this season, and we hope will do even more next season when they play in the European Cup and the European Cup Winners' Cup. Referee looking at his watch. The Tottenham fans know that it's there. Tottenham have done it. A magnificent performance. Tottenham Hotspur, the league champions, have won the FA Cup. And I should imagine that if they had to choose their opponents, there's one of the happy Tottenham fans. Well, who can blame them? There's the score. Spurs the winners. No one will deny them the honour of winning this double. They played so well all season, put up a fantastic show, but let's spare a thought for these wonderful Leicester players, because my goodness, they proved such worthy opponents, and there's some of the Spurs supporters wanting to come on and join in the fun, and the Metropolitan Police saying you can have all your fun with your pals in the paddock and the terraces. And here comes the Spurs to receive their second trophy of the season. They received last week, the Football League Championship Cup, and now Danny Blanchard walks up to receive the FA Cup from Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Kent. And Danny Blanchard, a man who's won every honour in the game, must be a mighty proud man now. A great performance by Spurs. Proud moment for Mr. Spearman, trying to reach his hand out to Danny Blanchard, the Spurs chairman. First saw his club, then he's batting Danny Blanchard. First saw his club 60 years ago when Spurs first won the cup in 1901. There's Bill Brown receiving the medal. Danny Blanchard goes the cup to the delighted club. Ron Henry. Well, he might look pleased because he's played such a magnificent part in this picture today. Boris Norman. Well, I think I'd do that too if I ever won one. Boris Norman still seems a bit bemused by it all. Peter Baker, Les Allen, Johnny White, Cliff Jones, Teddy Dyson, one of the scorers, Bobby Smith the other, David Mackay. But now it must be a great cheer for the really gallant losers, and that today is no cliche. A wonderful performance by Leicester City. It's McClintock, a fine right half, played so well at fullback, Ian King, and here's McIlroy, the young boy who got into the side so well. Banks, the goalkeeper. Wiley, and nice to see Mr. Beerman, the Spurs chairman, congratulating every one of the Leicester players. Now, I didn't count them, but no, Chalmers didn't go up to get his medal. That really is a sad occasion that Chalmers didn't have the honour of receiving his medal. It's been taken for Mr. Kelly, the referee, who's done so well. There's two linesmen, Mr. New and Mr. Downey. And we can remember May the 6th, 1961 as an historic day. The usual 3 cheers. Those are the delighted Spurs fans. So the results of the 1961 FA Cup final. The double has been achieved. There it is. That shall go down in history. The first time this century a team has won the League Championship and the FA Cup. Spurs the winners. And the delighted Spurs players going to show the cup to their equally delighted fans. But let's not forget the gallant lads going off to the left. And they'll get a fantastic reception, no doubt, from their fans. The wonderful losers going to their tread. They're the Leicester boys, deservedly getting a thunderous cheer, almost as great as Tottenham's.